especially if this is a 2 or 3 hour track here. As you get into the backside of Morgan County, Walton County, you're still getting some heavy amounts. Barrow County, you're starting to clear out. It's now 6 o'clock, and most of that energy is walking to the east, but there could still be some of our eastern communities, especially Hart and Elbert counties, that are still dealing with snow falling even as the sun starts to go down. With the sun going down, the temperature will fall on the road and in the air fairly quickly. Therefore, there will be some tricky spots through the overnight into tomorrow and likely as late as Monday afternoon when we see both sunshine and warmer temperatures.
All right, Jonathan, thank you so much. Let's go ahead. We've got a team of reporters on the ground. We want to go ahead and check in with them here at the top of the hour. So let's start first with Fox 5's Chris Rosenthal.
Yeah, he's on 985 North where there's a multi-vehicle crash. Chris, what are you seeing out there?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I was just on 985 North, and there were actually several accidents, along the way, several cars piled up alongside the road. About one accident I passed, there was about 3 cars on the side of the road there, just south of Friendship Road, and I was stuck in traffic for, probably about 30, 45 minutes or so, just getting slow going, getting up through that, but finally broke free, got through that. Didn't look like there were anything too serious or serious injuries. There were. I also saw a lot of plows going down the highway on the other side as well. So, but I ended up here. I'm on Friendship Road, up off of 985, and I'm at this QT here, which has been a bit of a play station here. We've got Mila and Meadow here. They are. Not too steep of a hill, but they are making the best of it. Here they go. All right. So here's your mom, Brandy here.
Wow, it really is. It was terrible. I was really glad that it wasn't icy. It was just kind of slush. So, but it was kind of fun. We just got out on the side and
didn't have anybody in it, so they might have left to go to some safer place. But yeah, traffic was definitely slowed down there for a while. Still slowed down there. The conditions though were still fair. Wet, icy, slushy, snowy on those roads for sure.
Yeah, we're looking at some of the video that you shot, Chris, of this particular accident on I-85.
Looks like a lot of vehicles involved there. Hopefully everyone's okay.
Yeah, and like you said, it left you backed up for a while. Go ahead.
Let me ask you a question. You can hear the wind in your mic there.
Yeah.
Is it a killer out there when that hits and kind of takes your breath away?
Oh yeah, it is definitely very windy, and you can see you may be able to see from the camera when it gets windy, it picks up that snow, and it's just a white dust that really makes it even harder to see. It really kills the visibility, and yeah, it does. That wind hits your skin. We talk about that wind chill; it makes it feel a lot worse for sure. So yeah, this wind is definitely nothing to. It's definitely no joke.
Yeah, by comparison, Chris, you were last weekend in DeKalb County where there really wasn't that much ice to report on, but you certainly have your fair share of weather conditions this weekend.
It's his turn now.
Yeah, it's your turn now, Chris, so we appreciate it.
I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that. It's a big difference from last week, for sure. So.
All right, thanks, Chris, for your reporting there tonight. Well, let's check in now with Fox 5's Rob DiRienzo.
He's on Highway 316, which is a major east-west artery in Gwinnett County, and he was actually trying to get to Athens. Rob, what's it looking like out there? I see that you are all bundled up. You're from New Jersey, but I don't see any skin barely except your eyes.
Tyler, we're going to stay put here. It's a little too dangerous at this point to try to head all the way to Athens. So we're staying here in Gwinnett County, but I want to give you a look at the roads right now. They have gotten a little bit better within the last hour or so. This is Buford Road. This is just off of 316. We saw a couple of pretty nasty accidents and incidents earlier, but you can see traffic is moving a little bit better at this point, but there's still a lot of slush and snow in the roads. The other thing that is a big concern is just the fact that this stuff could refreeze. Now I want to walk you over to this parking lot over here just to kind of show you what we're seeing. It's windy out here. I feel like I'm about to go skiing with refreezes on the ground and creates those really slick conditions. It almost looks like slush, but it is essentially ice, and it can turn into a skating rink very quickly.
Yeah, Rob, your safety is our concern, so make sure you stay safe while you're out there giving everyone the coverage out there. We don't want you to get back on the road unless you feel comfortable, because that's obviously, we want to make sure you stay safe.
Yeah, we certainly appreciate your reporting.
I appreciate you, Tyler. Thank you.
Thanks, Rob.
Well, let's zoom out a little bit. Our winter coverage continues in Sandy Springs.
Yeah, let's go to Fox 5's Ariel Onstadt, who is out in Sandy Springs. Hi, Ariel. It looks like a different scenario where you are. Tell us what conditions are like.
Hey, Christine, great to hear from you. I have to tell you guys, we just got here. We came from the Midtown area. In the past 5 minutes that we have been standing here, a bunch of snow afternoon progresses. So I'll keep an eye on it. But as of right now, it looks like, people driving past me, things proceeding fairly normally over here by the hospital.
All right, well, it seems like we're not at the end of this snowfall just yet. So Ariel will check back in with you and see what conditions are like. Thanks so much.
Yeah, let's head northeast of where she is, up in Lumpkin County, Dahlonega, where they woke up to wintry conditions today.
Yeah, that's where Fox 5's Larry Spruill joins us with a look at conditions there. You got smart. You left where you slid down the hill over on campus, Larry. Where are you now, and what are things like?
Well, Christine and Tyler, so the kids, they got tired, so they left the hill, so we came to downtown, and as you can see right now, crews are still, my Detroit snow jacket, I had this when I was in Detroit. I had to pull it out here because it actually is colder, and with that wind gust that's blowing in, it makes it colder as well.
All right, Larry, we appreciate your reporting there from Dahlonega. We'll check back in and see how conditions are changing, if any.
And hopefully you can find get another chance for a snow angel.
He didn't break a sign like you did last weekend when he threw that big thing of ice at the sign to show us how hard.
I did a lot of things last week.
You did a lot of things last week. I'm glad you didn't break it, but
the sign was still there.
Himself.
I saw it behind him. It's still there.
I did notice it was still there, so good.
Well, let's head south over to Newton County.
That's where Fox 5's Christopher King is. Christopher, give us an update on what things are looking like there.
Well, Christine and Tyler, the snow is coming down, so the hood is up, as you can see here. The snow is picking up. This is 278 near Emory Street in Covington. The flurries are coming down. Nothing sticking to the road, maybe a little bit on the grass, but not on the road so far. Story is, it's really emergency crews, a reason to have to come out and rescue you.
Yeah, good point. All right, Chris, thanks so much. We'll check back in with you here throughout the hour. Let's continue our winter coverage and go to Gainesville.
That's where Fox 5's Tara Jabbour is live right now. Tara, you were up there last weekend for the ice storm, now the snowstorm. You're from Ohio. Is it bringing back any memories from you grew up there?
I was just waiting for someone to bring up that I'm from Ohio. Yes, definitely lots of memories in the snow, of course. I actually feel like I'm still in Ohio right now, so it's a little potential ice on the roads.
We just asked our weather team. You said 20 degrees where she is right now in Gainesville.
It's like 8.
It feels like 8. Tara, you could probably physically attest to that.
Maybe we should get her into her car.
I didn't know it felt like 8. I mean, my fingers are pretty cold, but
where's
it
your
feels
gloves?
like 8. Wow,
Listen,
that is Ohio.
Listen,
Is it Ohio or is it Georgia?
The good Ohio roots are paying off for you right now, Tara, for your second week in a row.
She's in her element.
Yeah, you are in your element reporting and doing a fantastic job of it, by the way. So we appreciate your eyes and ears on the ground for us there in Gainesville. We'll check back in with you a little bit later, Tara. Go warm up. Well, turning to Gwinnett County.
Well, that's where Fox 5's Annie Mapp is. She is looking, I believe, over by the Mall of Georgia. What's the conditions like there? You have your hood up, you have the fur. Hopefully you're warm standing outside, Annie.
Tyler, Christine. I'm a Southern girl. We do not do this. This is not it. We are again in Buford off Mall of Georgia Boulevard. We're starting to see less snow that is falling down, but we are seeing that the wind is kind of picking up. You can probably tell the snow.
Seat warmers.
Yes.
She's like, I'm only out here because I got to work out here right now. Otherwise, I would be in the house. And I don't blame you, Annie. It's pretty cold out there, especially when the wind starts to gust. Annie, thanks so much for that update there from Gwinnett County.
Clark counties would be part of this, and certainly all of those counties up to the north and to the east of those locations. But it ended up being, at the end of the day, it was Gwinnett County, especially to the north of Lawrenceville. They got hit hard with this storm, and we're seeing some really impressive amounts. And so, yes, the forecast is indeed lining up.
The second weekend in a row for Gwinnett, Jonathan, getting kind of the brunt of the storm. Did they really fully recover from last weekend as far as like melting and getting some of the ice?
The atmospheric opportunities were definitely there. We've warmed up enough, although I don't think anybody has felt warmth to any degree across the area, but they were able to get rid of those conditions. You know, hard-hit white Habersham counties, they still had impacts as late as Friday. But they were likely antecedent impacts, meaning power outages and things like that. There weren't actually icy spots on the road before this next system moved in. However, you know, people can't seem to catch their breath, especially if you're to the north and to the east of the Atlanta metro area. It's just kind of one system after another one. And if you get the right meteorologist to talk to you, they'll say that we're not done yet.
Oh, is that like hint? Like Mother Nature might have another.
There's an old song that used to be sang in the church, and it's a Lord, teach me to take it one day at a time. I do a 7-day forecast, and I stop it right there. Meteorologist Alex Forbes, he's a big long-term guy, and he'll show you things that will freak you out for the month of February. I'm just going to be honest.
Oh boy, one day at a time, sweet Jesus. That's
all I'm asking of you. Yes.
And this is why we have the best Fox 5 Storm Team meteorologists in the business working here. Jonathan, Alex, David Chanley. You guys are going to stay on top of it and keep everyone updated throughout the storm and through the next one, possibly.
Thanks, Jonathan. Wink, wink.
And we have been receiving a lot of new video and pictures coming into the Fox 5 newsroom from
rain. That would be a welcome sight with temperatures right there in the 50s. Well, we'll continue to monitor the snow that's falling out there and the temperatures, and we'll give you an update here in just a minute.
Hey, David, I'm just really curious about the wind. I mean, besides the fact that it obviously is making it feel much colder than it is, I mean, how else does it impact what's happening out there? I mean, there was a point where we were talking to some of our reporters and we could barely hear them because it was
like
the
right
gust
over the mic.
was so intense.
Well, the good news about the wind is ferocious, right? The good news is we don't have anything on the tree limbs, on power lines and so forth. So the power outage threat is, I'm going to say it's zero, but it's low other than maybe a tree falling down, but you don't have the weight on the tree. So that wind's going to be with us through the night. Now, the wind can help tomorrow when we get some sunshine and we get a little bit of melting on the area roadways, but tonight it doesn't help at all because it's just going to kind of move the snow around.
Yeah.
And you said 60-mile-an-hour gust at the airport?
We just had one, about an hour and a half ago.
And that obviously explains, I just looked at FlightAware, there are hundreds of flight cancellations there, 200 right now, and about 229 delays. So even though the storm's not really impacting the airport directly, I mean, the wind, obviously, we're not seeing lots of snow piling up.
Right.
Clearly, the operation there is not going so well.
I think that was kind of a peak, but we're still going to have gusts 35, 40 easily on into the evening hours.
So significant. All right. David, thank you for the latest update.